Let me tell you something. Gratitude is a magnet for blessings. When you wake up and start your day thanking God for what you already have, you open the door for even more. It's like a seed you plant, and God waters it with favor. But if you wake up complaining, focusing on what's missing, you're blocking your growth. Most people are so focused on what they don't have that they never appreciate what they do. They pray for bigger opportunities, but never acknowledge the small ones God already gave them. But here's the truth. If you can't be thankful for the little things, why would God trust you with more? You have to show him you recognize his hand in your life before he expands your territory. Have you ever noticed how happy and successful people are always the ones who appreciate what they have? It's not because their lives are perfect. It's because they understand that gratitude fuels progress. If you keep waiting for the big moment to be thankful, you'll miss out on all the little moments that shape your journey. Gratitude is not just about words. It's a mindset. It's how you wake up, how you walk, how you approach life. It's knowing that even on your worst day, somebody else is praying to have what you take for granted. Your health, your home, your family. Those are blessings. They might not be perfect, but they're yours. And that's enough reason to thank God every day. Some people wait until their situation changes before they give thanks. That's backwards. Your situation changes because you give thanks. When you wake up and say, Lord, I appreciate what I have, God hears that and moves in your favor. It's like a spiritual principle. You sow gratitude, you reap blessings. Your words have power. When you start your day with thank you, God, you set the tone for how the rest of the day will go. You stop focusing on the problems and start focusing on the possibilities. You shift your mindset from frustration to expectation, from lack to abundance. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It's about positioning yourself for more. The more you thank God, the more he blesses you. And when he sees that you're grateful no matter what, he will show up in ways you never imagined. Listen to me. If you opened your eyes this morning, God is still working on something in your life. He didn't wake you up for no reason. There's still a plan for you, still opportunities ahead, work for you to do. You may not see it yet, but the fact that you're breathing means there's more to your story. Too many people wake up dreading the day instead of embracing it. They see waking up as just another routine, but it's not. It's a gift. Some people didn't get that gift today, but you did. And that means God is saying, I'm not through with you yet. If you've got breath, you've got purpose. I know sometimes life feels like it's at a standstill. You might feel stuck, like nothing's changing. But just because you don't see movement doesn't mean God isn't working behind the scenes. You have to trust that every new morning is another step toward what he has planned for you. Do you ever notice how God never consults your past when he wakes you up? He doesn't look at your mistakes and say, nope, they don't deserve another day. No, his grace covers you. He gives you a fresh start, new mercy, another shot to get it right. You have to see that as a blessing. Waking up is your daily reminder that you still have something valuable inside you. There's still something you're supposed to accomplish, something you're supposed to learn, someone you're supposed to impact. Don't waste the opportunity by complaining. Instead, wake up with expectation. Some people wake up defeated before the day even starts. They're already thinking about what went wrong yesterday, already carrying stress from the past. But when you wake up with gratitude, you shift your focus. Instead of saying, oh, I got to do this today, you say, I get to do this today. That one word changes everything. God kept you here for a reason. Stop doubting. Stop second guessing. Stop worrying. If he woke you up, he still got something big in store for you. Walk in that belief every single day. Do you ever wonder why some people give up on life? It's because they lose sight of their purpose. They start believing that their best days are behind them and that they have nothing left to offer. But that's a lie. If you woke up this morning, that's proof that your journey isn't over. The purpose isn't about age, money, or status. It's about knowing that every single day you have breath, you have value. Some of you are walking around thinking you don't matter because things didn't go as planned. But God doesn't make mistakes. If he still has you here, he still has a plan for you. Think about all the people who didn't wake up today. Some of them were younger than you, healthier than you, more successful, but their time was up. Yours isn't. That should tell you something. That should light a fire in you. God didn't wake you up just to exist. He woke you up to live. Too many people are living life like they just waiting for something to happen. But purpose doesn't come to find you. You have to find it. You have to wake up every day and say, Lord, what do you want me to do with this day? When you start living like that, you'll see doors open that you never expected. Some of you have been through things that should have taken you out. You've survived heartbreak, disappointments, failures. But here you are. You didn't just make it. You're still standing. That's not by accident. That's God saying, I still have work for you to do. Your past doesn't define your purpose. Some of you think because you mess up, after all, you failed before and God is done with you. But He's a God of grace. He can take your biggest mistakes and turn them into your greatest testimonies. You just have to believe that He's not finished yet. When you wake up in the morning, stop asking, why me, and start asking, what's next? That shift in mindset will change everything. God is still writing your story. Don't close the book too soon. Most people wake up and immediately start thinking about their problem, the bills that need to be paid, the jobs they don't like, the people who disappointed them. They start their day with worry, frustration, and negativity, and then wonder why nothing ever changes. But what if, instead of waking up thinking about what's wrong, you started thanking God for what's right? That simple shift will change everything in your life. See, whatever you focus on will grow. If you spend all your time thinking about your struggles will feel bigger. If you constantly complain about what you don't have, you'll never appreciate what you do have. But when you wake up and say, Lord, thank you for the things going right in my life, you take control of your mindset. You stop letting your problems define you and start letting your gratitude shape you. No, your life might not be perfect. You might still have challenges, but even in the middle of the storm, there's something to be thankful for. Maybe you don't have the job you want, but you have a job. Maybe you're not in your dream home, but you have a roof over your head. Maybe your health isn't 100%, but you're still here. See, it's about perspective. The enemy wants you so focused on what's missing that you forget to thank God for what's already there. Do you ever notice how two people can go through the same situation but have completely different attitudes? One person loses their job and immediately falls apart saying, why me? Another person loses their job and says, God must have something better for me. That attitude of gratitude is what sets people apart. It's not that life treats them better, it's that they refuse to let life break them. Some of you are so focused on what's going wrong that you're missing the blessings right in front of you. You're praying for a miracle, but you haven't even acknowledged the small miracles happening every day. You woke up today, that's a blessing. You got people who love you, that's a blessing. You have another chance to make today count, that's a blessing. Stop waiting for some big moment to be grateful. Start thanking Him right now. Gratitude is a discipline. It's not just about being happy when everything is perfect. It's about choosing to be thankful even when things aren't. It's easy to give thanks when life is good. But real faith, real trust in God means giving thanks even when life is hard. When you say, Lord, I may not have everything I want, but I trust you, that's when things start to shift. That's when doors start to open. That's when peace starts to replace stress. Your life will always have ups and downs. There will always be things that are imperfect. But if you focus on the good, if you wake up every day and say, thank you, Lord, for what's right, you'll find yourself with more joy, more peace, and more favor. God moves when you appreciate what He's already done. Keep your eyes on the blessings and watch how they multiply. Everybody wants to win, but nobody wants to go through the struggle. The truth is, you can't have a comeback without first facing a setback. That hard season you're in, that disappointment, that heartbreak, that's just a setup for something greater. Every successful person, every strong believer, every champion has gone through something that tested them. What separates them from everybody else is that they don't let the tough times break them. They let the tough times build them. Think about it. Every great movie, every powerful story, every hero has a moment where everything falls apart. The main character loses everything, gets knocked down, and it looks like there's no way out. But if the story stopped there, it wouldn't be inspiring. What makes the story powerful is the comeback. That moment when they rise again, when they push through, when they refuse to let their struggle define them. That's where greatness is born. And your life is no different. Some of you feel like you're stuck in a tough season right now. Maybe your finances are tight. Maybe your dreams feel out of reach. Maybe life hit you so hard you don't even know how to get back up. But let me tell you something. God never lets pain go to waste. Every setback you're facing is part of the process. He's building something in you, strengthening you, preparing you. You might not see it now, but the same struggle that's testing you today will be the reason for your victory tomorrow. Think about a bow and arrow. The further you pull the arrow back, the farther it flies when you let go. Some of you feel like life keeps pulling you back. Doors keep closing. People keep leaving. Things keep falling apart. But that just means God is about to launch you further than you ever imagined. The pressure, the resistance, the struggle, it's all part of the setup. You're not being buried, you're being planted. And when the time is right, you're going to break through stronger, wiser, and better than before. Do you ever wonder why some people bounce back from adversity while others stay stuck? It's because of their mindset. The people who rise again are the ones who believe that tough times don't last, but tough people do. They refuse to let pain turn into bitterness. They refuse to let struggle turn into defeat. They understand that storms don't come to destroy you. They come to clear the way for something new. If you shift your mindset, if you start seeing your struggle as preparation instead of punishment, everything changes. Some of the greatest blessings come after the hardest battles. The job you lost, that might be the push you need to start your own business. The relationship that ended, that might be God protecting you from something that wasn't for you. The rejection you face, that might be setting you up for an opportunity bigger than you imagine. Every challenge, every disappointment, every hardship is leading you somewhere. God sees the full picture, even when you don't. And if you just keep pushing, if you refuse to quit, your comeback is coming. You've survived every hard day so far. You've gotten through things you thought would break you. You are stronger than you think, and God is not finished with you. The struggle is temporary, but the comeback is permanent. Keep believing, keep fighting, and keep trusting, because the best part of your story is still ahead. Too many people block their blessings because all they do is complain. They wake up talking about what's wrong, what they don't have, who did them dirty, and why life isn't fair. But let me ask you something. If all you focus on is what's missing, how can you expect God to give you more? A negative, ungrateful heart will keep you stuck. You can't expect abundance when all you do is speak lack. You can't ask for a favor when all you do is highlight frustration. The two don't mix. Imagine you're handing someone a gift, but instead of appreciating it, they complain that it's not big enough, not shiny enough, and not exactly what they wanted. Would you feel like giving them more? No. You think, why should I keep blessing someone who doesn't even appreciate what they already have? Now think about how God must feel when he blesses us with breath in our lungs, opportunities, protection, and grace, and we still wake up complaining. If you don't appreciate today's blessings, why would he send more tomorrow? Gratitude is the key that unlocks more. When you start thanking God for what you have instead of focusing on what you don't, he sees that he can trust you with more. But when all you do is complain, you are telling God what you've already done isn't good enough. Complaining is like putting up a wall between you and your blessings. It shuts down your faith, poisons your attitude, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of frustration. Some people think if they complain enough, things will change. They think if they keep talking about how bad life is, somehow it'll get better. But life doesn't work that way. Complaining doesn't fix problems, it magnifies them. The more you focus on what's wrong, the bigger it feels. The more you talk about what you don't have, the more you push away the things you're supposed to receive. Complaining doesn't move God. Faith does. Do you ever notice how grateful people always seem to have more coming their way? It's not because life treats them better. It's because their attitude invites blessings. When you have a heart of gratitude, you attract more good things. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You start walking in expectation instead of doubt. But when you complain, you blind yourself to what's possible. You could be standing right in front of a blessing and not even see it because your attitude is focused on the wrong things. Think about the Israelites in the Bible. God was leading them to the promised land, providing food, protection, and guidance, but they kept complaining. They weren't satisfied with what they had, and that ungrateful spirit kept them wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. Some of you are stuck in the same cycle, circling the same problems, delaying your breakthroughs, not because God isn't ready to bless you, but because your attitude isn't ready to receive it. If you want more, start appreciating what's already in front of you. Instead of waking up saying, I wish I had more, wake up and say, thank you, Lord, for what I have. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on what's right. When you shift your heart from complaining to gratitude, you open the door for new blessings to flow into your life. God isn't holding back on you. You just have to make sure your attitude isn't holding back on him. Most people think success starts with a hustle, a plan, or a lucky break. But the real foundation of success is appreciation. If you don't appreciate where you are, you'll never get to where you want to be. Too many people wake up frustrated, complaining about their situation, focusing on what's missing. They say, I'll be happy when I get the job, when I make more money, when life finally gives me a break. But success doesn't work like that. You can't move forward with a bitter heart. You can't elevate with a negative mindset. Frustration will keep you stuck. It will make you resent where you are instead of preparing you for where you're going. Some people are so caught up in what's not happening that they miss the opportunities right in front of them. They let frustration blind them to the fact that every struggle is building them, every challenge is teaching them, and every day is another chance to grow. When you shift from frustration to appreciation, your whole perspective changes. You stop seeing obstacles and start seeing stepping stones. Do you ever notice how the most successful people have a mindset of gratitude? It's not because they had it easy, it's because they learned to appreciate the process. They didn't spend their energy being frustrated about what wasn't happening fast enough. They focused on what was working, what they could learn, and how they could keep moving forward. They understood that frustration is wasted energy, but appreciation creates momentum. When you wake up thankful instead of angry, you move differently, you think differently. You attract more of what you want instead of more of what you don't. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who's always frustrated? They complain about their job, their finances, their relationships, their life. And what happens? They stay in the same cycle year after year, never making real progress. That's because frustration doesn't create success. It creates stagnation. The more you dwell on what's wrong, the more you stay stuck in the same place. But when you appreciate what's right, when you find something to be grateful for every day, you unlock the door to new opportunities. Some of you are frustrated with your job, but have you thanked God that you have one? Some of you are frustrated with your financial situation, but have you appreciated the fact that you still have food on the table? Some of you are frustrated with your progress, but have you acknowledged how far you've already come? See, when you start with appreciation, success follows. It may not happen overnight, but that attitude will open doors, build relationships, and position you for more. Success isn't just about what you do, it's about how you think. If you start every day complaining, you're already setting yourself up for defeat. But if you wake up and say, Lord, thank you for another day, thank you for another chance, thank you for the strength to keep going, you've already won half the battle. That mindset will push you through the tough times. It will keep you focused when things get hard. It will remind you that where you are today is not where you'll be forever, but you have to appreciate the journey to reach the destination. Every breakthrough starts with gratitude. Every opportunity comes from a place of appreciation. You don't have to love where you are, but you do have to respect it. You have to see it as a stepping stone, not a stopping point. The more you appreciate, the more you elevate. The more you focus on what's good, the more success will flow into your life. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before you're grateful. Be grateful now and watch how success starts to follow you. Too many people get so focused on what's ahead that they forget how far they've already come. They look at their dreams, their goals, and their vision and feel frustrated because they're not there yet. But if you stop for a second and look back, you'll see that you're not in the same place you used to be. You've grown, you've overcome. You pushed through things that once seemed impossible. And that's something to be grateful for. Success isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about appreciating the progress. Some of you used to struggle just to make it through the day, but now you wake up with more strength. Some of you used to be in a place where you didn't see any hope, but now you got dreams again. Some of you used to feel like nothing would ever change, but here you are, proving yourself wrong. You may not be at the finish line, but you've made it past mile 1, mile 2, mile 10. Don't let the distance ahead make you forget the distance you've already traveled. Have you ever climbed a hill and felt exhausted halfway up? Your legs start burning, your breath gets heavy, and you think about stopping. But then you turn around and realize how high you've already climbed. That moment gives you the energy to keep going. Life is the same way. If you only focus on how far you still have to go, you'll stay discouraged. But when you stop and recognize how far you've already come, you'll find the strength to keep climbing. The enemy wants to keep you focused on what's missing, what's lacking, and what's not happening fast enough. He wants you so frustrated with the process that you quit before you reach your breakthrough. But if you shift your mindset and start appreciating your growth, you'll see that every step forward is a victory. Maybe you're still in the fight, but you're not fighting the same battles you used to. Maybe you're still pushing, but you're pushing from a place of strength now. That's proof that you're on the right path. Some of you are comparing your journey to somebody else's. You're looking at their success, their wins, their blessings, and wondering why you're not there yet. But the comparison is a thief. It will steal your joy, your motivation, your peace. Stop looking at somebody else's chapter 20 when you're on chapter 5. Your story is your own, and your progress is worth celebrating. You don't have to have everything figured out today. You just have to keep moving forward. Think back to the moments you thought you wouldn't make it, the times you felt like giving up, the days you cried, the nights you prayed, the battles you thought would break you. But guess what? You're still here. You're still standing. You didn't quit. That alone is proof that you are stronger than you think. If you made it through what's behind you, you can make it through what's ahead. Don't let the pressure of tomorrow make you forget the progress of yesterday. Progress is a success. Every lesson you've learned, every challenge you've overcome, every little step you've taken has shaped you into who you are today. You might not be exactly where you want to be, but you're not stuck where you used to be. And that means you're winning. Keep going, keep trusting, and keep reminding yourself that every step forward is a step closer to where you're meant to be. Gratitude is the magnet that pulls favor into your life. You can be talented, skilled, and hardworking, but if you don't have a grateful heart, you'll find that doors start closing instead of opening. People can sense ingratitude. It repels positivity and blocks opportunities. But when you wake up with a thankful spirit, you express gratitude for what you have. No matter how small, you start attracting favor in ways you never expected. People want to be around those who are thankful, and God wants to bless those who appreciate what they've been given. Gratitude doesn't just change how you feel, it changes what you receive. When you're thankful, you put yourself in a position to receive even more. It's like a seed you plant it, nurture it, and watch it grow. When you show gratitude for the little things, God sees that you're ready for bigger things. He won't bless you with more if you can't appreciate what you already have. Favor flows when you show respect and thankfulness for the opportunities and people already in your life. Think about it. How often do you give your attention to what's going wrong instead of what's going right? How much time do you spend wishing for something better instead of appreciating what you already have? The more you focus on the things you're thankful for, the more you open the door for more blessings to come. If you spend all your energy complaining and comparing, you're closing the door on favor. But when you shift your focus to appreciation, you'll be amazed at how quickly favor shows up in your life. Gratitude is a powerful signal that attracts blessings. When you're grateful, you show the universe and God that you're open and ready for more. It's like a ripple effect. A thankful attitude invites more good things to come. It's no coincidence that people who radiate gratitude often have the best relationships, the most opportunities, and the most peace. Favor is drawn to people who recognize the good and appreciate it, no matter how small. That energy is magnetic, and it pulls more blessings toward you. There's something contagious about gratitude. When you start expressing thankfulness, you inspire others to do the same. You create a positive environment where people want to bless you, support you, and help you succeed. But it's not just about the people around you, it's about your connection with God. When you show God gratitude for the blessings in your life, He opens doors that no one can shut. You become a vessel for a favor because you position yourself to receive it. Gratitude also shifts your perspective. It forces you to focus on the abundance in your life rather than the lack. When you're grateful, you don't see what you don't have. You see all that you've been given. You start recognizing the small blessings, the hidden opportunities, and the everyday miracles that are easy to overlook when you're focused on what's missing. A grateful heart allows you to see the favor that's already surrounding you. And when you can see it, you can receive it. A thankful attitude doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you trust that even in the imperfections, there's something to be grateful for. When you thank God for where you are, for the people in your life, and for the lessons you've learned, you unlock favor that will take you high. Gratitude changes your life from the inside out. It aligns your heart with God's purpose for you. And when you align with that purpose, favor follows. The more you thank Him for what He's already done, the more He will bless you beyond what you can imagine. You've heard it before. God gives second chances, but let me tell you something even more powerful. God doesn't just give second chances. He gives unlimited chances. No matter how many times you've messed up, no matter how many mistakes you've made, no matter how many times you've fallen short, God is always there ready to give you another opportunity to get it right. His grace isn't limited, it's endless. And when you think you've run out of chances, God steps in and says, I'm giving you another shot. We serve a God who is not bound by the rules of time or our mistakes. In our human minds, we think there's a limit to how many times we can fail before it's over. But with God, there's no too late. His love and mercy are bigger than our failures. His forgiveness is limitless. And His purpose for our lives can't be stopped by a bad decision or a missed opportunity. He doesn't keep a tally of your failures. Instead, He keeps His arms wide open, ready to embrace you every time you return to Him. You might have failed in the past. You might have made poor choices. But just because you've messed up doesn't mean God's purpose for you is over. He's a God of restoration, not rejection. Even when you've gone the wrong way, He'll turn it around for your good. When you get knocked down, He's there to help you get back up. No failure is final with God. Every mistake is just a chance to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. His grace is unlimited, and His willingness to forgive is endless. Some of you are living in regret, carrying the weight of your past decisions. You think you've blown it so many times that you're beyond redemption, but God doesn't work like that. He doesn't hold your past against you. He's not counting the number of times you've fallen. What He sees is your heart, and He knows that every time you stumble, He can help you rise again. He's not giving you a second chance. He's giving you another chance, and another, as many times as it takes. Do you know how powerful it is to have someone who never gives up on you? That's God. He sees potential in you even when you don't see it in yourself. He's always waiting with open arms, ready to help you get back on track, no matter how many times you've strayed. There is no point at which God says, that's it, no more chance. No, His grace is unending, His mercy is new every morning, and He's never tired of giving you the chance to change, grow, and fulfill your purpose. Think about how many times you've fallen short in life. Think about the mistakes you've made, the opportunities you've missed, the relationships you've damaged, and now think about where you are today. Still breathing, still moving forward, still loved, still covered by His grace. That's not a second chance, that's an unlimited chance. Every day is an opportunity to start fresh, to begin again, and to walk in the purpose He has for you. God doesn't give up on you, and He doesn't run out of chances. Every time you fail, He's right there, ready to pick you up and give you another opportunity to keep moving forward. You're never too far gone, never too broken, never too lost for Him to restore you. His grace never runs out. His love never gives up. So don't think for a second that you reached the end. As long as you have breath in your lungs, God is ready to give you another chance, and another, and another. His grace is limitless. And with Him, you'll never run out of chances to get back on track. A lot of people are chasing more money, more success, more happiness, more opportunities. But what they don't realize is that the key to getting more starts with being thankful for what they already have. The universe, God, life, they don't reward greed or dissatisfaction. They reward gratitude. When you show appreciation for what's in your hands right now, you open the door for even more to flow in. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a mindset that attracts abundance. If you want to see your life expand, start by being thankful for the things you already have. Too many people think that once they get that promotion, buy that house, or achieve that dream, then they'll be happy. But that's backward thinking. Happiness and success are not destinations. They are journeys. and you can choose to enjoy them every step of the way. If you're waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstance before you start appreciating, you're missing out. The more you appreciate where you are right now, the more you'll attract what you want in the future. Your current situation, no matter how tough it seems, is full of blessings if you open your eyes to see them. We live in a culture that's always telling us we need more. More stuff, more validation, more success, more followers. And the more we chase these things, the emptier we feel. But real fulfillment doesn't come from accumulating more. It comes from appreciating what you already have. Take a moment to stop, look around, and thank God for the people in your life, the roof over your head, the breath in your lungs, and the opportunities you've been given. When you focus on gratitude, you shift your energy. You stop worrying about what's missing and start appreciating what's present. And when you do that, more begins to flow into your life. Being thankful is a powerful way to increase your blessings. It's like a magnet that pulls favor and opportunities towards you. When you're ungrateful, when you focus on what's wrong, you push blessings away. But when you thank God for what you have, even in the middle of challenges, you position yourself for growth and new opportunities. Gratitude sets the foundation for more because it shows you ready for the next level. If you're not grateful for what you already have, why would you be trusted with more? Think about the times you've been blessed with something you wanted, but you didn't appreciate it right away. Maybe you got a new car, but complain about the payments. Or you got a job you prayed for, but complain about the hours. That ungrateful spirit shuts down the flow of more. But when you receive blessings with a thankful heart, you activate a cycle of abundance. Every time you thank God for what you have, you're opening up the door to even greater things. Your gratitude creates a ripple effect that brings more flavor, more opportunities, and more blessings into your life. Gratitude is the key to attracting more because it's a sign of maturity. It's easy to want more when you're unhappy with where you are, but it takes maturity to recognize the value of what you already have, even when it's not perfect. When you can say, thank you, Lord, for what you've given me, even in the middle of challenges, you show that you're ready for more. Life isn't about waiting for things to change. It's about changing your perspective and being thankful for the journey. The more you appreciate, the more you receive. The law of gratitude works like this. The more you appreciate, the more you are given to appreciate. It's simple, it's powerful, it's the key to abundance. If you want more in your life, start by showing gratitude for the things you already have. Instead of focusing on what's missing, focus on what's already there. Start each day with thankfulness for what's in front of you and watch how your life begins to expand. God's blessings aren't held back. They're waiting for you to step into them with a thankful heart. Faith and gratitude are like two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other if you want to live a life full of blessings and purpose. Faith is the belief that what you want is already on the way, even if you can't see it yet. Gratitude is the practice of appreciating what you already have, even when it feels like you're still waiting for what's to come. When you combine these two powerful forces, you unlock a life that is both grounded in trust and overflowing with thankfulness. Faith keeps you moving forward, and gratitude keeps you grounded in the moment. Too many people think of faith as just believing for something big to happen, but faith isn't just about waiting for something to come into your life. It's about trusting God in every circumstance. It's about knowing that even when things don't look the way you want them to, God is still working, still moving, still providing. And when you have that kind of faith, gratitude naturally follows. You begin to thank God for what you can't see, knowing that it's already on the way. You express thanks for the unseen blessings, for the answers that are still in the making. Gratitude, on the other hand, is a foundation that supports your faith. It's impossible to hold on to faith when you're constantly complaining, constantly focusing on what's wrong. But when you start each day with gratitude, when you thank God for what you already have, you create a fertile ground for faith to grow. Gratitude opens your heart and mind to all the good things in your life. And once you recognize all the blessings around you, your faith in what's coming becomes even stronger. You start to believe that if God has brought you this far, He will carry you all the way through. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's already present. This doesn't mean you stop believing for more. It means you believe that even what you have right now is enough. And in that belief, you invite more into your life. When you live with a grateful heart, your faith strengthens because you're acknowledging that God's hand is already on your life, guiding you, blessing you, protecting you. Gratitude and faith are a circle. One feeds the other. The more you are thankful, the more you believe, and the more you believe, the more you become thankful. You can't have a life full of faith without an attitude of gratitude. Too many people focus only on their problems, thinking that their faith will somehow fix everything. But faith requires action, and that action is rooted in a heart of thanksgiving. You may not see the breakthrough today, but if you can thank God for the small victories, for the progress you've already made, and for the lessons you've learned, you begin to build the strength to keep pushing forward. Gratitude fuels your faith, and faith keeps you hopeful in times of doubt. Faith is about trust. Gratitude is about acknowledgement. Together, they create a powerful force that keeps you moving forward, even when the road is tough. When life feels like a struggle, it's easy to forget that God is still working on your behalf. But when you practice gratitude, even in the hard times, you remind yourself that He hasn't forgotten you. You remind yourself that there's always something to be thankful for, even when you're waiting for bigger things to come. And that attitude of thankfulness fuels your faith, keeping you strong as you wait for your breakthroughs. Faith and gratitude aren't just emotions, they're choices. You can choose to focus on what you don't have, or you can choose to focus on what you already have, knowing that more is on the way. Every day you can practice both by waking up and thanking God for what's in your life, then believing that He's going to continue blessing you, growing you, and bringing you closer to your purpose. When you make faith and gratitude a daily practice, you'll see how your life transforms. It's not about having everything you want today. It's about trusting that you will and being thankful for what you already have